Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Student Diary. I am Ritu and today once again I have brought one more interesting video related to Sanskrit for all of you. So today we are going to do one important topic from Sanskrit grammar. I got many requests that I should make some videos on Sanskrit grammar. So today I'm making a video on uh, Shabdroops. Okay, so we will learn in detail about the Shabdroops and if I ask you that what do you mean by Shabdroop? Like whenever the Shabdroop comes to your mind or someone says Shabdroop to you. So I'm very sure that big table, Ram Shabdroop and Akarant and Vibhaktis and Ekvachan, Rivachan, Bahuvachan, these kind of things will be coming to your mind. That is from where we start always learning the Shabdroops. But today I am going to take you to the basics before the basics. Basically, I will teach you from the uh, very basic that why do we learn Shabdroop, how many we have to learn, and what is the logic behind learning the Shabdroops, and all so many questions which come to your mind. Okay, so this Shabdroop topic is like a very big topic, so I have divided it into many parts. Today we are going to do the introduction of the Shabdroops. Okay, so before understanding what are Shabdroops, we have to learn some terms. Okay, so we will understand some terms and then we will go to the Shabdroops and then we will learn how many Shabdroops or what are the different types of Shabdroops we are supposed to learn. Okay, so let's start. Now, uh, in the Shabdroop word itself, the first word is Shabd, right? So now if I ask you, what do you mean by Shabd? Shabd is word, right? Now, if I ask you to define word, what it is? Word is like a group of letters which are arranged in such a way that we get something meaningful, right? Like if I say the word kitab, right? If I say the word kitab means book, right? But instead of writing it in this order, I write it something like this. Does it make any sense? No, right? So, Shabd is a group of letters with the Gunit Akshara, with the matras, that we get something meaningful. Okay, I hope everyone has understood now what is word. It is the arrangement of letters with matras in such a way that it gives us a meaningful word. Okay, like we know that kitab is book, but there is no meaning for this word. Similarly, we have different words like ghar and kya and shabd and whatever words you see, whenever you read something, if it is meaningful, it will be easy for you to understand. If it is not meaningful, then you can't understand only what is the sense behind it, right? So I hope everyone has understood what actually word is. Then the second question comes to our mind is that शब्द कितने प्रकार के होते हैं, means how many types of words do we have, right? So for this we will take the help of English. So in English, when we talk about the parts of speech, how many parts of speech do we have? Any idea? You can let me know in the comment section. If you know about it, you can post the video and you can write in your notebooks. One more thing I forgot to tell you, just keep your pen, pencil and notebooks ready with you. So while you are watching the video, while you're listening to the lecture, please make your own notes. Whatever you feel important while I'm speaking, keep on writing. And after completing the full video, you write everything, whatever you have understood in your own words, so that you can retain it for a longer time. Okay, that will be very, very helpful. Taking notes is very important while listening to a lecture. Okay, that will there will be like various benefits for this. Like first is you will not feel lazy because you will be writing something. Second thing, your focus will increase with that, and you will be able to retain what all you have listened during the lecture. Okay, so now let's see the second question. शब्द कितने प्रकार के होते हैं, means how many types of words do we have? So like in English, we have parts of speech, right? So what all are there? We have nouns, correct? I hope everyone knows that. Then we have pronouns, correct? Then we have adjectives. Then we have verbs. Then we have adverbs. And then we have the prepositions, right? Then we have the connectors. Some people call the connectors as conjunctions also, so it is fine. and the last one we have is the interjection. Correct? The exclamatory sign wala words. Fine. So whatever words you are writing in your notebook, they will be either any noun or pronoun or adjective or verb or adverb or preposition or connector or interjection. Out of these eight things, every word will be some or the other thing. Okay, so now come to these four type of words, which are actually adverbs, prepositions, connectors, and interjection. We don't need them while learning the Shabdroops because these words are indeclinable. Means these words do not change for any number, for any gender, for any vibhakti, or for anything. They will be written as it is. So they are called as avyay in Sanskrit. Okay, we call them as the avyay shabd, and for this I will make a separate video how we are going to learn the avyay shabd. Okay, we don't have any shabd for avyay shabd. Now come to the first four parts. Out of them, verbs are going to be the kriya. Kriya is made from the dhatu, and we have done an extensive video on learning of the Dhaaturoop. I will provide the link to the same in the description box, and I would suggest everyone, if you have not watched the video on Dhaaturoop, you can watch that. You will get a better clarity on how to learn Dhaaturoop and what are actually the basic concepts of Dhaaturoop. Okay, now come to these three: nouns, pronouns, and adjectives. For these three kind of words, we are going to have the Shabdroop. Okay, any kind of noun is there, any kind of pronoun is there, or any kind of adjective is there. For these kind of words, we are going to have the Shabdroop. Okay, so now we will focus from now onwards on these three type of words only, not on the verbs, because those are the Dhaturoops, those are the verbs. We don't need them for the timing, and these avyay shabd also we don't need for the timing. Okay, I hope everyone has understood whatever words we are writing in a sentence, they all are anything out of these eight. Okay, and these eight only are called as the shabd. Fine. Now comes the next question, what is pad? Pad kya hota hai? Pad is like the words we are like if I'm talking about a verb, suppose I am talking that the root verb is eat, but everywhere you do not use eat as it is, right? You sometimes you eat am eating, sometimes you are eating, you are saying that are eating, will be eating, has been eating, right? There are the different forms we are using, correct? So those different forms, and that happens for every kind of word. So when we are using the form, which form we are using in the sentence, that is called as pad. Okay, shabd is like independently just you have written one kitab. Okay, but when you want to use that in the sentence, maybe by just modifying the different form of this word, then you call it as a pad. Okay, I hope everyone has understood the difference between a shabd and a pad. So generally, when we learn in Sanskrit, we generally they talk about the like kartri pad or like kriya pad, right? I hope you must have heard about these all things: kartri pad, kriya pad, visheshan pad, right? So these are pad means they are as they are used in the sentence. Okay, kartri pad is called as the subject. Kartri pad is called as the subject, kriya pad is called as the verb, and visheshan is called as the adjective. Okay, fine. We will learn these all one by one. So just I wanted to give introduction to the basic terms actually, what all these things are, because when you will start learning the Shabdroops and you will have the clarity about these all things, it will be like an enjoyable experience for you to learn the Shabdroops. Basically, we are not learning only for getting marks in the exam. My motive is that if we are investing years in any language or in anything, we should be pro in that. Okay, someone if ask us that if you have learned something for 5 or 6 years, what you have learned, what you have understood, so you should be having clarity in your concepts, in your basics, that if someone asks you, you can answer them. Okay, so these all things will help you a lot in understanding the core concepts of the Shabdroop. Fine. Now comes the next question, that is ling and vachan. So we talk about ling, that is the gender. Okay, so in Sanskrit, when we talk about gender, we have three gender in Sanskrit. So one is going to be the pulling, which is going to be the masculine. Then we are going to have the striling, which is called as the feminine. And then we have the napunsakling, which is the neutral. In pulling, we will be having all the males like Ram, Sham, Krishna, or those male names basically. Then in Striling, we will have like Lata, Geeta, Nadi, then Dhenu. These kind of words will come under Striling. Then Napunsakling is the neutral one, like the fruits, mango, and apple, or fruit, or flower, or book. These kind of words will come under Napunsakling. Okay, so I hope everyone has understood what is pulling, what is striling, and what is napunsakling. So we have three genders. Okay, now talk about the vachan. Vachan means the number. So in English and Hindi, we have just one and many, right? Either you will be talking about plural or a singular, but in Sanskrit, we talk about the number, it is three. Okay, it is going to be your ekvachan, it is going to be your dvivachan, and it is going to be your bahuvachan. Okay, ekvachan means you are talking about a singular, just one person. Dvivachan means you are talking about two people, and bahuvachan means you are talking about more than two people. Many people may two don't come. Okay, you have to talk about more than two. Fine. I hope everyone has understood about the gender and the number. Till now we have done the shabd, पद शब्द कितने प्रकार के होते हैं, then what are the gender and what are the numbers and how many are those, right? These all will be very helpful while learning the Shabdroops. So you should be knowing each and everything nicely. Now comes the main question, karak. What is karak? Karak kya hai? I hope everyone has learned about karak. Karak means it's like the words which are going to complete the verb. Like if I say a verb, suppose I am writing a verb likhati. Okay, likhati means writing, correct? So now just verb is not going to give you anything, right? So you, to complete that verb, what all words will be we will be using? Those are called as karak. Understood? So like I am saying that the sentence as Ramah Patram likhati. Okay, so the word Ramah and Patram, they are called as the karak. Okay, they are used as karak to complete the verb likhati. Ram is writing the letter. So now we will understand. So I hope everyone has understood what is karak. So I am going very slow. Please write your notes with me and uh, just focus on the video, focus on learning the different concepts. These are like very new for you, so learn them slowly but nicely. You can give a pause in the middle so that you can just grasp that. When you feel that you have understood, you can move ahead. Okay. So now if first thing we are going to do is like karak. Karak is like any word which is going to complete the verb. Like here, the verb was likhati, means writing. So who is completing that? Ramaha and Patram. Okay, if I say Ramaha likhti, so Rama is completing, right? Patram likhti, what he is writing. So then Patram is completing the verb. Correct. So when we get different kind of answers for the verb, from which words they are called as karak. Got it? So then the karak, how many karak do we have? We have total are eight. Out of them, six are main karak, which are directly related to the verb. But two of them are not directly related to the verb. Okay, so let's understand them one by one. I have space here. Let me write here karak. Okay, so first one is going to be your karta. Second one is going to be your karm. They are in the order I am writing. Okay. Third one is going to be your current. Fourth one, sampradhan. Now, fifth one is apadan. Sixth, sambandh. Seventh is adhikaran. Adhikaran. And eighth is going to be sambodhan. Fine. So now out of these eight, this one, Sambandh and Sambodhan, they are not counted under the main karak because these two are the karak which are not directly related to the kriya, which are not directly related to the verb. Okay, all others are directly related to the verb, then that's why we call it as the main karak. Fine. And now to represent these karak, we use different symbols or the different form of the verb words. We call them as the vibhakti. Okay, I hope everyone has understood. Everyone has learned about what is vibhakti, right? How many vibhaktis we have, correct? So now karta karak. Karta means the subject. So whenever you get a answer for who, you will be using. So I will tell you the karak and then I will tell you the vibhakti here. They both are related, okay, to each other. So for every karak, we have a vibhakti, and every vibhakti is based on what and what question it is going to answer. Okay, so like first karak is karta, that is going to be giving you an answer for who. Okay, and for karta karak, we use prathama vibhakti. Fine. So now if we see the same example which we were doing before, like Ramah Patram Likhati. So who is writing the letter? Ramah. So this word Ramah is giving the answer for who. So then in Ramah we are using Prathama Vibhakti. Okay. So remember that which Vibhakti and which Karak is answering which question. Okay. So Prathama Vibhakti is going to answer you the question who. Okay, it can be a pulling, striling, and napunsakling that we will talk later. Just that will be same for all the three genders. Just you have to remember that Prathama Vibhakti is going to give you the answer for who. Understood? Dvitiya Vibhakti now comes. So Dvitiya Vibhakti is going to give you the answer for karm. Whenever for the verb we are getting an answer for what or to whom. Fine. Like the transitive verbs will be there. So if I say that I eat food, okay, suppose I am writing a sentence as Ramaha example only we will take again. So if I say that Ramaha Bhojanam Khadati. I'm taking this example. So now Khadati means eating. So now eating verb is being completed by which all words? Ramaha and Bhojanam. Correct? So these two are Karak. Now Ramaha is giving you the answer for who is eating. Right? So that's why Ramaha is in the Prathama Vibhakti. Right? Ram is giving you the answer for who. Now the second question is what he is eating? Yes, for eating we are getting an answer for what as food. Correct? So Bhojanam is giving you an answer for what for a verb. So whenever in what from whatever word you get an answer for what or to whom, we use Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay, so one by one we will be understanding first that every karak is related to one Vibhakti and what answers they are, what questions they are going to answer. I hope everyone has understood the karta and karm karak. For karta karak, we use prathama vibhakti because it is going to give you an answer for who. Karm karak is going to give you an answer for what or to whom. That's why we use dvitiya vibhakti. Okay, just keep on making the notes for these all. When we will learn about the different types of Shabdroops, that time I will make you relate these all things with the Shabdroop so that it will be easy for you to understand the Shabdroop. Actually, this is like a code for understanding the language, like behind the scenes how it works. Okay. So now let's go for the third one. That is the current karak. So when current karak, whenever we get an answer for with or by. For any word, whenever we are getting an answer for with or by, we use Tritya Vibhakti. Okay, for Karan Karak, we use Tritya Vibhakti. Fine. Now, what can be the example? So, if I say that Ramaha Kanduken Kanduken Kridati. Okay, so Kanduken meaning is what? Ball. Ramaha means Ram only, right? Kridati means playing. So the verb here is playing. Now, what all words are the Karak? Ramaha and Kanduken, correct? So Ram is playing with a ball. So with what? With a ball, correct? Playing with what? With ball. So for the Kriya, we are getting an answer for with or by, right? So then with what? So then in that case, in Kanduken, we have used Tritya Vibhakti. This is the word of Tritya Vibhakti. Okay. The root word is Kandukam and we have used the Tritya Vibhakti because it is giving us an answer for with or by. Right? With what or by what. Correct? I hope everyone has understood this concept. Please give a big thumbs up. And I would also like to know in the comment section, are you finding my videos helpful and what all things I should add more in my videos and what all more information you want me to add in my video so that it will become more helpful to you. And in case you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it. It will motivate me to bring more and more videos for you soon. Okay, so now let's go for the next one. Now, next fourth one is Sampradan. For Sampradan, we use Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay, the words of Chaturthi Vibhakti we use in Sampradan. And Sampradan give us an answer for whom or for what. Okay, so if I say that this ball is for Ram, let me erase it. If I can erase, yes. So now if I give you a sentence like Ramah बालकाय पुस्तकं यच्छति. Okay, so yachati means to give, right? Correct. So with yach dhatu, you always use chaturthi vibhakti. Okay, it's like for whom. Fine. So like for whom the book is given, basically. Okay, so yachati is the verb. Now, who is giving the book? Ram. So in Ram, we have used prathama vibhakti. Correct. It is giving us an answer for who. Now, what is being given? Book is being given. So for book, we have used dvitiya vibhakti. Now, for whom the book is? The book is for the boy. So in the boy, we are using Chaturthi Vibhakti. Correct? I hope everyone has understood this thing. You have to see for every word which kind of answer it is giving. Based on that, we have to use the words of that Vibhakti. Okay? If you're getting an answer for whom, you have to use the words of Chaturthi Vibhakti. If you're getting an answer for who, you have to use the words for Prathama Vibhakti. If you get an answer for what, you are not for what, it's just for what. You have to use Dvitiya Vibhakti. So one by one, you have to learn that which Vibhakti is going to give you the answer for which word. Understood? Which question basically. So now next one. Apadan is going to be there. From whom? From what or from whom? Okay, anything it can be there based on the situation, based on what kind of gender you have. And for that, we use Panchami Vibhakti. Okay, let's take one more example. Easy example. So, Panchami Vibhakti or the Apadan we use for the sense of separation. Okay, whenever there is a separation, we will be using Panchami Vibhakti or the Apadan Karak. Fine. So, I give you an example like Vrikshat, Patrani, Patanti. Okay, this is the sentence. Now, what is the verb here? Patanti. Correct? Patanti means to fall, right? Falling. Patrani means leaves and vrikshat means from tree. So now the sentence becomes like the leaves are falling from the tree. Correct? So now what is falling? Patrani, right? So that is going to be your subject here, correct? That is going to be like what or who is going to be your Prathama Vibhakti. Then from what the leaves are falling? From the tree. So in tree we have used Panchami Vibhakti. Correct? Vriksh was the root word, and in that we added Panchami Vibhakti. It became from what or from whom. Whenever there is a separation, so from whatever thing the separation is there, in that we use the words of the Panchami Vibhakti. Understood? I hope everyone is able to understand these vibhaktis nicely. Now, next one comes Sambandh. So, Sambandh is not the main karak because Sambandh is not going to give you the direct relationship with the verb. Okay, so if I just say one sentence that mm, idam Ramasya Gruham Asti, right? So this is Ram's house. So now here Asti is the verb. Asti means is, right? So that is the verb here. Now Gruha means house. So what we are talking about? House, right? This is Ram's house. So now house is going to give you your Prathama Vibhakti. Ramasya. This is a house of Ram. So now here Ram and house are related to each other, but Ram and verb are not directly related to each other. Okay, so we get an answer for of, who basically whose ka answer we will be getting. Okay, like belongingness, possession. So to whom it belongs. So whenever we get an answer for whose, in that we use Shashti Vibhakti. But the Sambandh, the Shashti Vibhakti is not directly related to the verb. So we do not count it under the six main karak. Okay, so here house is related to the verb, but Ramasya is not related directly to the verb. Fine. So Sambandh is going to give an answer for whose. Fine. And we use the Shashti Vibhakti. It is important. It is not like it is not important, but it is not directly related to the verb. So that's why we do not count it under the main karak. Fine. But it is a karak. Okay. So now let come to the next one, which is the Adhikaran. Adhikaran is going to give you an answer for in, what, in, on, or at, whom, or what. Okay, so whenever you get an answer for where or when, in those kind of questions, yes, we can say that when or where. If we get an answer for these kind of questions, we call that as the Adhikaran Karak. And for Adhikaran Karak, we get use the Saptami Vibhakti. Okay, so let's take an example for this also. Let's erase this. I hope everyone is writing the sentences with me only and write their English questions and all that so that you can remember them later. Okay, let's take an example that Meenah Jale Vasati. Okay, so Vasati means to live. Fine. So now to live is the verb here. Now what all is completing here? Meenah and Jale. Who lives? Meenah. Meenah means fish. So we have taken here fish as male. Okay, it's Meenah I have written. It is male I have taken. And then Jale means in water, right? So we are getting an answer for where. Correct? Where? In water. So for where we use Adhikaran Karak, and for Adhikaran Karak we use the Saptami Vibhakti. Understood? It is going to be Jale. Fine. I hope everyone has understood Adhikaran Karak also. Now let's come to the last one, which is going to be Sambodhan. Sambodhan is used only for calling someone. Calling someone. And in the form of Vibhakti and Karak, we call Sambodhan as Sambodhan only. Fine. Right? So I hope everyone has understood all the eight karak, out of which the six main karak and the two sambandh and sambodhan are the like not the main karak, but they are because they are not related directly to the verb. Correct? Everyone can take the screenshot. I'll count till five, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope everyone has taken the screenshot. It will be very helpful to you. You can write these all things whenever you get time in your fair notebooks or like fair notes you make out of these all. These will be very, very helpful. So you have to learn the relation between the karak and vibhakti, like which vibhakti is going to give you the answer for which question. Okay, so if I say that the particular word is going to give you an answer for with or by, you should be knowing that in that word I have to use Tritiya Vibhakti. Similarly, if I say that there is a separation, so from whomsoever the separation is there, in that I have to use Panchami Vibhakti ka words. We will decide later what will be the word, but first we should be knowing that which Vibhakti we have to use. Okay. I hope everyone has understood the relationship between the Karak and Vibhakti, and your task is to learn this, mug up this nicely so that you can relate all the Shabdroop and how they are used in the sentences. Fine. Okay, so now we have answered the questions Karak, how many types of karak we have. Then what is vibhakti? So vibhakti are the symbols which we use, or the words, or the formation of the words which we use to represent a karak. Okay, and how many vibhaktis do we have? We have seen, right? 7 are main vibhaktis and the sambodhan is there. Fine. I hope this question is also clear to us. Now, the relationship also we have done. Vibhakti and Karak ka kya sambandh hai? So, sambandh means the relationship. So, what is the relationship between the Vibhakti and the Karak? So, for every Karak, we have a particular Vibhakti. So, if we know the Karak, then we can understand that which Vibhakti we have to use, right? Or vice versa, we can say that if we know that which Vibhakti is there, then we can understand that which Karak has been used here, right? Now comes what are Shabdroops? Till now we have learned so many concepts related to Shabdroops, right? Now comes the term that what are Shabdroops, right? So Shabdroop is made up of two words, Shabd and Roop, correct? So Shabd means word and Roop means the form, right? Different form. So Shabdroop is a collection of all the words which have come from just one root word and taking different forms, right? Like we are talking about balak shabdrup, which you have always heard, right? So if I'm saying the root word is balak, from that, depending upon its usage in the sentence and depending upon its karak and vibhakti, we have the different forms of balak which can be used. Okay, so the together the total table is called as the shabdrup. Okay, so that table is going to have the vibhaktis, and every vibhakti is going to be there in all the vachan. Right. So we have understood till now what are vachan, right? We have ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan, and the vibhaktis are like prathama, dvitya, tritya. Just to give you an example, I can show you one Shabdroop. Yeah, so this is the example Shabdrup we have. So in this we have the vibhakti, we have the vachan, right? So we have the vibhakti and vachan here, and we have learned about the vibhaktis and we have learned about the vachan. So for every vibhakti and for every vachan, we are going to have a particular word. Okay, and the collection, the total collection of this all is called as Shabdrup. Okay, so now we are going to understand. I hope everyone has understood what is Shabdroop, right? Shabdroop is a table having the 8 lines of 8 vibhaktis and with 3 columns of 3 vachan. So for every vibhakti and for every vachan, we have a particular word. Fine. Now comes the next question, that what are the different types of Shabdroops we have to go through, right? So let's see what are the different types of Shabdroops we have to go. So first type of Shabdroops are going to be the Sangya Shabdroop, right? So what is Sangya? Sangya are any naming word, right? Anything, whether it can be a place, whether it can be the name of a person or a thing or animal or a feeling or anything like gold, silver, or whatever objects you have near your place. So for those all words which are called as Sangya, nouns, for all of them we are going to have the Shabdroop. Right now it feels like so humongous, correct? That so many Shabdroops are there, but I will tell you how you are supposed to learn and how many you have to learn. Okay, so we have the Sangya ka Shabdroop. So we have billions of word as Sangya in this universe, right? I think more than billions also you can say. So we can't learn the Shabdroop for all of them, right? So there are some cases, some particular words which we are going to learn, or there are some particular tricks which I am going to teach you in the upcoming videos about how we are supposed to learn the Shabdroop and how many we have to learn. Okay, now the second type of Shabdrup comes as a Sarvanam, and they are very important. Okay, everyone knows what is Sarvanam. Sarvanam is nothing but the pronoun. Okay, so pronoun, what are pronouns now? Pronouns are the words which are used in place of noun to just stop repeated use of the nouns, right? In the same paragraph. Every time, just we can't say, right? Ram is a boy, Ram is eating, Ram is playing, Ram is that, Ram is this, right? But we have to use some pronoun in place of the noun to make it not repetitive, right? So for pronouns also we have the Shabdru. Okay, then comes the Sankhya Vachak. Sankhya means the numbers, right? There is Sankhya means the numbers. So we have the numbers in Sanskrit also, right? In English, Hindi, like that in Sanskrit also we have the numbers. And for numbers also we have the Shabdru. But the good thing is that you have to learn only the Shabdru for 1, 2, 3, and 4. After that, we don't have to do. Okay, how we have to learn? When we will do the topic in detail about Sankhya Vachak, I will tell you. Fine. The next type of words are going to be there is Prashna Vachak. Prashna Vachak means question words. Okay, this is also very important while question framing. Fine. While we will be doing an exercise on question framing, it comes for 4 to 5 marks in your boards, and every year basically it comes. So for that, it is very important to learn the Shabdrups related to question words. So in this also, we are going to have 2 Shabdrups, which are Kim and Kidrish. And for all the Shabdrups, whether it is in a pronoun or it is in a number or it in the question word or in the Visheshan, we have the Shabdrups for different genders. Okay, so that is actually going to multiply our work, correct? Like if I'm talking about the number 1, so we are going to have the Shabdru for 1 pulling also, 1 striling also, and 1 napunsakling also, and they all 3 will be different from each other. So I don't want to scare you, But I just want to give you the full clarity, full detail about how many we are supposed to learn. I will be there to teach you all of them one by one. Just have patience, keep on learning with me. Whatever I teach you during a video, just make notes of them and learn that much part. Okay, then we will go ahead. Fine. Just don't uh, listen to the video, or don't watch the video, or don't just do anything just for the sake of doing. uh, do step by step with understanding. Okay, it will be very helpful. So where were we were talking about the sarvanam, sankhyavachak, prashnavachak are very important, which are going to the question word. And then comes the visheshan. Visheshan means the adjective word. So in Sanskrit, the beauty is that every adjective will have the shabdroop according to the noun for which it is being used. And we know that noun can be pulling, striling, and napunsakling. Same way, visheshan can also be pulling, striling, and napunsakling. The same visheshan will be used in pulling separate differently, in striling separately, and in napunsakling separately. But the visheshan, the meaning of the word is going to be the same thing, but the form will change based on the gender. Understood? And of course, on the basis of the number also, the word will change. On the basis of the vibhakti, on the basis of vachan, and on the basis of gender, there will be so many forms of the same word we will be having. Fine. I hope everyone has understood now the basic concept, that what we are going to learn in the Shabdroops. What are the basic terms? Before understanding the Shabdroop, we have to learn. Okay. Yes, we have completed the introduction of the Shabdroops. In the next parts, we are going to cover all the different types of Shabdroops one by one. Like those will be, first will be Sangya, then Sarvanam, then Sankhyavachak, then Prashnavachak, and then Visheshan. So one by one, I will be covering all the Shabdroops in one by one different videos. Okay. So till that time, your task is that you learn about Karak, Vibhakti, Shabd, Pad, write all these definitions, what I have taught you, and try to make your own notes. Keep them neat and clean. That will be very helpful to you. So that's all for today's video. We will be winding up our today's session, and I hope everyone has understood all the concepts. But still, if you feel any doubts are there, or anything which you have not understood, you can rewind the video, watch it again, and still, if you feel some doubts are there, you can ask me in the comment section. I will be happy to reply all your queries. And if you feel the video is helpful, then please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends in case they are also struggling in Sanskrit, or they want to learn the Sanskrit from basics. I will be very happy to help everyone. So that's all for today's video. I will see you soon in the next video with the rest part of the Shabdrup and some more interesting topics on Sanskrit. Till then, keep learning Sanskrit. Take care. Thank you.